Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dominions 4, The Thrones of Ascension. We are Ulm, and we are forging ahead. And it is now early winter in the second year of the Ascension Wars, and unfortunately, none of our site searchers managed to find anything. We are in desperate need of fire gems, and we're having a lot of trouble in that area. There was, however, 2 expansion battles in Emnace and Iron Range. Let's take a look at them. Emnace is up here. I moved our commanders back a little bit, just as a reminder. That is Miskatonic 81, Geralt of Rivia, Solius, Dimitri, the Forger of Despair, and our Prophet, Barabel. Against not much of anything, really. And, oh, there's the Blade Wind. Didn't really do much good. And they are fleeing. And routed. Alright, let's take a look at Iron Range. Alright, this is there down to the south. In this army, of course, we have Thor Henry, Conan Constantine, and our smith, Demonicus, the Bloodlord of Ulm. Oof. Rough. Their commander, however, survived. But they routed as well. Did we lose anybody in these battles? None here. None here. We're doing great. And Zoglia, that is the throne province where there's the bandit lair and the... It's just the terriblest place to be ever. There's just murders and unrest. It's basically the Chicago of the Old Kingdom. But a band of robbers has been rooted out and their treasures confiscated. We've gained 175 gold and lost a little bit of unrest. So now it's just down to 59. Colonial Jack and the Drow Lover are heading down to Ragdan. Ragdan is good for 2 reasons. 1, we're going to build a castle there because there's a lot of cool stuff around it. But 2, it has Wolf Tribe Shamans, which come with nature. So once I build a temple there, I may want to build a few of them before I build smiths, because we could use nature, first for site searching, of course, but also because nature's just good to have, and they can, with a Dwarven Hammer, forge some good stuff for us. We have a nature gem income, so that's useful. We're moving to the west here, to Winden, because we're trying to outflank the forces of R'lyeh. They so far have shown no interest in attacking us. In fact, they're not even defending their lands. I simply don't wish to start a conflict with them. It looks like Xibalba has taken the Parched Expanse, and so they're cutting us off for further movement to the west. We are starting to build our citadel in the Royal Forest. Damaris is handling that, since he was the only commander I had. Now here's an interesting situation. We found Nazca, and we could also, if we so choose, cross over into this island, which would net us a throne, but the crossing is tenuous. It is winter, and when it becomes spring, the crossing may be cancelled, and this army, this large army that we may need to defend ourselves from the Black Ulm, will be stuck on this island. Not only that, they have no way of claiming the throne, even if they were to capture it. So we're moving Thor, Conan, and Demonicus back around here. We're going to try to take the Broken Land, actually, hopefully before Black Ulm gets around to doing it. We are having no luck with site searching. I mean, Scantrast is a swamp, and the Western Plains are a wasteland. Wastelands have the highest magic site incidence of anything, and there is literally nothing in either of these 2 places. It is amazing. I've got Sol here. That's one of our new Garnet sorceresses, and then Chief Smith is just getting out of here. I don't want to have him search the front lines. That's just asking for trouble, and we're not going to do that. In Oiperi, we have Moonwatcher, and look at this, folks. Air random. And we're waiting for a Dwarven Hammer to be forged for him. Down here in Umbro, we have Milkster. Now, we do have a Dwarven Hammer for Milkster. Why? Because he's not going to be around for very much longer. I've never seen anything like this. Normally, if they're old age, they're like 49, maybe 50. Milkster is 59. He's 11 years past old age. I mean, I'd be amazed if he lasts a few turns, unfortunately, for Milkster, but I'm having him forge owl quills, and he's going to be doing that non-stop. And then finally, our last hero added is Albrecht. here in Ulm who's going to be researching. We're forging earth boots, another dwarven hammer, 2 dwarven hammers actually, and that's it for right now. But once we get those owl quills going, we're going to be in good shape. He's going to move up to Kopos to site search it. And Cyber Commando is heading on over to the Royal Forest. And maybe we'll send him up to Earthshell to site search them, or maybe down to Gamere Iron Range. We could use some site searching around here. And that's about that. Now, I'm worried about Chief Smith because his whole reason for being is to site search. We don't need him anymore for blood hunting, which is exceptional. We still need him, of course, to make the bloodstones, but we're not even there yet in terms of research. So now that he's freed from having to blood hunt, we can continue to site search with him, but we have to be careful because Alsvin could pretty much jack him up with no trouble whatsoever. Now, we're going to run to Highwoods real quick and hope for the best. We did find a mineral cave there, but I bet you that Chief Smith might be able to find more than that. And then I'd like to hit up Greendale and the Royal Forest with him as well, if that's at all possible. We'll see. Those sites, forests are... First, it starts with wastelands and swamps, right? Those have the highest percentage of magic sites. Then you have mountains and forests, and then finally, plains and farmlands. So, that's our plan there. Other than that, in the world, down here, I guess I didn't move him last time or whatnot, but I think that the capital of Nazca is here. Here is Python, who is the pretender of Pelagia, and I'm interested in knowing why he's fighting in the Scatly Swamps when he should be going to the Dark Sea and attacking the pretender of Black Ulm. It looks like, since claiming the throne, the Shinuyamans have built another fortress on it, but they are a very small nation, and I don't think they will last long, especially with Pelagia now controlling the straits here. We're moving people up to take an eye on that, though. We're going to stay in the Broken Land here, stay in Haloma. Havel doesn't have much to do right now. We are recruiting some troops here. We spent the last of our money to recruit some shield guys for him. Anko's going to stay in Salam. And that's that. So we're pretty much just holding steady. We're only expanding in this direction. We're heading back up here, although we're going to try, like I said, to get the Broken Land next turn. And then we're going to try to get Ogwoods as well. That is fully surrounded on 3 sides by, maybe 4 sides by Black Ulm, but it'll give us more production into Ragdan. Although it's going to be a while before we can afford to build a fortress there. So that's that. Let's go. Alright. Birdie-Bot is not finding any blood slaves. I decided to have her blood search in Oiperi. It has more population than we really want, but its income is not that great. It's only like 122. There are others, for example, that are like 200, so we're going with it. And we can take a look at Black Ulm in action. And they're going for the Broken Land. And of course they're going to win. Well, they have Urgok, Beast Brother, and a War Elephant. They're still going to win. I mean, we'll watch it, but... Yeah, that elephant, there's... Oh, no! The armies of Black Ulm have been routed! This is great news for us. Alright, Shabalba, Farseer Mountains. Let's take a look what they're up to. And we're being able to see these battles, of course, because our scouts are out here. They're not coming with much. They've got their Womooches, which are their big guys, and their dart throwers, and they're being led by their prophets. This is the same little army from before. Probably still enough to take on this piddly little independent army, though. And it was. Oh boy, was it. And so much for you guys. We had a battle in Winden. Look at how much more organized and nice our troops look than just a shambling mass of nonsense. And we're fighting fishmen. That should not go very well for the fishmen. Blade Wind is not being amazing. It's only a matter of time before they rout. Well, you gotta give the fishmen some credit. They are very brave. Well, as I say so, they decide to run off. Did we lose anything, though? I bet you we did. Yeah, 3 infantries. Greendale, huh? A spirit was found, fettered in the split trunk of an ancient oak, and offered some magic gems in return for its release. Alright, sure, we'll take some gems. Although we probably should have killed it. Alright. Childebert, you are now Hans Cruvat. Okay. And you're researching like I want you to. Reckered. Reckered is now Kendrick. Not too far from Reckered, actually. And down to Numbro, we have... Aw, yeah! We have an Astral. Finally. And you are going to be... Kuna. Or Kuna. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. But we're actually going to give you a Dwarven Hammer. Enjoy your newfound power. Although, actually, wait a minute. We don't have any Astral gems. Or pearls, I should say. Astral pearls. Alright, Kuna. We'll do some side searching with you for right now. Milkster is going to continue to forge owl quills. Of which we now have one, so we'll give it to Bob. And Moonwatcher is going to get another hammer. And, big surprise, folks. Big surprise here. Let's get another owl quill. There are other air things that I want, but right now research is the key. Oh, we have a 2-blood. We have a 2-blood priestess. Okay, who's that going to be? Let's check. Alright, cool. Artanis. Vondara. Alright. We're going to move her up to aid with the blood hunting, along with Sul. Chief Smith, on the other hand, is going to head on over to... We'll go Omicria, Azamar, Highwoods, Ossery, Greendale. Alright, good. Good. As far as forging is concerned, I think we have plenty of Dwarven Hammers for now. So let's go with Earth Boots. And Girdles. It's hard to see the hammers. There's one. Alright. We do have one other hammer left. So, Mike, here you go, buddy. And we're going to have you forge Earth Boots. Alright, lovely. So we've got our research boosters coming out. We've got our Earth boosters going out. And we're here in Ragadan. Alright, let's take Ogwoods before the Black Olm try to do it. And, oh shoot. We want someone here to build our castle. Alright, who's going to do that? Alright, Havel. Ready to bring you out into the world. You're going to have to take a stop in Zoglia, but that's okay. You can get rid of the nasty vermin who are there causing trouble for us. So it's going to take 2 turns before we can even start building our castle. I wish it wasn't so, but there's unfortunately not much we could do. Alright, up here. Okay, so here we are. We are surrounded now by R'lyeh. They have pretty much taken... Man, they really liked taking the land here. Oh, great. This Province Defense Army isn't going to stop anybody. But we're going to head back to Emnace, and we're going to take Wold if we can. And then I guess we'll just kind of hang out here in the west and see what happens. I really would rather not get in a fight with R'lyeh if I could avoid it. I think getting in a fight with Xibalba or Black Olm would be much more beneficial for us. Meanwhile, we're going down into Ogwoods. And we, over here, Demonicus, Conan, and Thor, are going to take the Broken Land. They provided us with a great opportunity, and we're going to maximize it. Cyber Commando, well, we don't really need the money for the castle right now, so you are going to build a temple. And then maybe next turn we can get a lab. Alright. Oh, I think he's up here in Kopos. Yes, he is. So we can go ahead and site search. And Nazca. There it is. Okay, so it's there. Interesting. So I'm going to try to move him someplace safe. So we're going to... I think these are still independent. Okay, so we pretty much know what everything is now. We don't know what this province is up here. We can go check it out. Let's go to Midgefens. And it looks like the Python is no longer in Scatly Swamps. My guess is it's in Narian Sea. I don't know this. Okay, Star Peaks. What is this again? This is the Throne of the Stars. Hey, that makes a lot of sense. Astral Pearls and Ritual Boost. We could really use that. Alright, Batman, let's find out. Let's find out how far Xibalba has gone here to the south. Or Xibalba. I want to see if they have all of this or not. I'd love to see them be in conflict with either R'lyeh or Black Ulm. That would be lovely. Okay, we're going to stay in Broken Land until our situation there. Okay, so they took Farseer Mountains. So we're going to head on over to Batagne. And it looks like they built... R'lyeh built a throne over the... Or built a fort, I should say, over the throne in Goodwater. Let's take a quick look at that, actually. Alright, so we have the Throne of Life and the Throne of Storms. Shinuyama has the Throne of Eternal Suffering. That's a level 3 throne. And other thrones that have been conquered have not yet been claimed. So we're tied with Shinuyama in the lead, I guess. And that's all of our scouts. That's pretty much everybody who's not doing anything. So, hoo boy, we're in an interesting place, aren't we? But we're starting our blood economy. Slowly, but hopefully surely. Let's see, is it hurting the unrest of Oiperi? Not really. So the province defense right now is good enough to just make up for their blood hunting. And Chief Smith is going to start site searching some more. That'll be really helpful for us. Because, I mean, that's really what he's here for. And he hasn't found much for us except for here in Zoglia, which has given us some money. And I won't be negative about him for that, but, you know, I appreciate a bit more than that. Meanwhile, we are really low on troops because we don't have the income to support them. Obviously, once we get this castle built up, then all of our money can go straight to armies because we won't need any more for castles for a while. In fact, we probably might not need to build another castle again after that. Maybe up here, but if the enemies build castles, we can conquer them and just claim them for our own. That's really the way to go about doing that. I'm trying to think here if Og Woods would actually be a better place to build the castle. I could build the castle on both, I suppose, because this one has all these areas feeding into it, and Og Woods is a forest with fields here. These are worth some money. Or maybe Ragdan and Shepherd's Haven, or Anfalia would be an interesting place to build a castle. I don't know if the river would prevent them from feeding from each other. Maybe only during the winter. Of course, with my Dominion, it might always be winter, except for like the height of summer. So, alright, Kana's searching for sites. And quickly take a look at research. We are, unfortunately, 561 research points away from level 6, and we're only producing 218 a turn, so maybe 2 turns if we get a couple more owl quills and put them to use. From there, where do we go? It might be worthwhile to get Strength of Giants. We could continue along the construction tree, but that's going to take us longer and longer to get further and further. Obviously, we would like to get some unique magical artifacts at some point. Mechanical Militia is a good spell to have. Iron Dragons, of course, are very useful. Conjuration we cannot neglect, because of, as we all know, Iron Angels. But that's a ways away. I mean, it's going to take us forever to get to the research necessary for that. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marcus Aurelius. I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.